Hey guys, it's Patrick2256 here, coming at you with some more glorious PC Master Race gameplay footage. Today we're going to be playing Crysis 3 on PC with all ultra settings, everything maxed out as high as it'll go, 1080p, 60 frames a second, actually scratch that, over 120 frames per second, and we're going to see exactly how this runs and what it looks like. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm actually going to play on my Xbox One controller, because it's a little easier for me to control everything, and I can lean back away from my PC monitors and kind of relax. You know, I just got off work. I do this as a hobby, and that works for me. It's good compromise, especially when I'm only playing like the single player portion of a game like this. So I'm going to go into campaign, and I'm going to actually go to replay. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump to a few different parts and different missions that I played that I just thought were beautiful, and show you how aesthetically pleasing this game is. You know, this is a 2-year-old game. It was released in 2013. It hasn't been released on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, but I've been hearing rumors that they're actually going to release Crysis 2 and Crysis 3, like a bundle pack, maybe even with Crysis 1 if we're lucky, for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And if Crytek actually doesn't follow through on that, that's actually going to be a shame, because from what I've played of the Crysis games, I played Crysis 2, and I played, of course, a little portion of this one so far, and they were excellent. I mean, everyone says that Crysis 1 was way better than Crysis 2, but I never played Crysis 1, so unfortunately I don't know. I might purchase it and play it in the future, but we'll see. So I'm going to jump into... Actually, I'm going to go to replay mission and go to Welcome to the Jungle and Veteran. And I'm going to skip this as soon as it gives me the option.
Hardware is intact. Initiating terminal velocity.
Copy that, Romeo 1.
Not trying to necessarily ruin the story for everyone else.
The Liberty Dome is designed to contain a Ceph threat. You have the advantage. Cell units are organizing their response.
Now, as I said earlier, this is a 2-year-old video. Well, let's see here. It's a 2-year-old video game released in 2013.
That's clear.
It actually
New
came
York's
out on
regional
Xbox 360 and on PlayStation 3,
but
it looked like a potato. I mean, I watched some videos on YouTube just to see how it would compare,
well, you know,
and I was impressed with how well it did, you know, comparatively speaking. I mean, they were 8-year-old consoles at that time, so they did a pretty good job, honestly, but it looks nothing like what this looks like. I mean, this blows it out of the water. It'll be interesting if they do actually release this on PlayStation 4 and on Xbox One, exactly how it will look compared to the PC version. Actually, I'm going to show you what we're working with here as far as the graphics options. Okay, I'm running at 1920 by 1080, which is 1080p for all you console people. Full screen, yes. Anti-aliasing, I actually have this on MSAA High 8X, which is, I believe, the highest setting on here. I mean, we can use TXAA, which is the NVIDIA proprietary, but it blurs everything out and it looks like garbage, honestly. So the highest setting is the MSAA High 8X. Most people probably will be running this on probably FXAA or maybe SMAA low. I'm running a dual graphics card setup with dual GTX 760s and SLI, and of course they're the super clock versions. And then let's see, your texture resolution very high, that's as high as it'll go, and system spec very high, of course. And actually go to advanced graphics, game effects, very high. Ooh, sorry, pressing buttons I shouldn't be pressing here. Very high, everything's set to very high. Anisotropic filtering 16x, motion blur medium. I am using a Xbox One controller, so that actually makes it look kind of like a console. And lens flare is on, so back up and get back into the gameplay. This is how fast it looks like when you're using your mouse. So I mean, I actually want you to see what I'm working with, or see the game instead of seeing like all the
look at this,
the quick motion
straight from the skinning labs. Experimental nanotech.
Yes.
Upgrade located.
And And I've already got all that turned on, so I'll just back out of this.
Well, I hope it's worth it.
Oh, it's worth it, bro. How about you open these doors, player? Don't. So far, this game has been absolutely stunning. I'm only on the second level of this game, so I mean, I'm not even that deep into it. Probably, I think it said I was like 5% through with the game at the second level, so I got a lot ahead of me.
Here she
But
is, the Liberty
I mean,
Dome.
this game is
One
absolutely
big,
gorgeous.
sweaty armpit. Not that you'd notice inside that suit,
Look at that.
but it's hotter than a vindaloo in here.
It's got a very
Lots
it
changed.
kind of feels like The
This is
Last
how
of
it all
Us as far as
started.
the aesthetics.
People signed up with Cell for cheap energy.
But since this came,
Cell were generating
this actually
power
came out
for
first, I
free.
believe,
Nobody
so.
could compete with free.
Or they came out near the same
Before
exact
long,
time.
they had a
It's not
monopoly.
like one was stealing from the
Bills
other or
went
anything
up.
like that.
People had nothing left except their debts.
But I mean, it's
Cell marched them
beautiful.
out,
The
and into
lighting,
volunteer camps.
the textures, everything.
Slavery.
Scanning sector 1 Delta
I mean, the
6.
plants. I mean, even the plants are casting shadows. Like, look at that. Each individual blade of grass is casting its own shadow, and it's dynamic. Every time it moves, you know, the shadow moves. I mean, it's just stuff you're not going to see on console. I know it's small things, but it adds to the level of realism in any game, you know? Of course, I was talking about the lighting effects. I'm actually going to look around a little. I haven't really looked around. Hopefully there's not like traps or anything that'll blow me up.
Scanning sector
I've
1
never power kicked
Delta
across. Oh, okay. Let me switch to kind of get that stuff out of the way. It's actually kind of sad because somebody spent a lot of time, you know, whoever did the level design on this, spent a lot of time making this look pretty, like this area, and people will just walk through it and probably not even take a look at it. But as I was saying, like,
Hold
this
up.
game is
Minefield.
absolutely
Cells using
beautiful.
intelligent munitions means they only blow up unauthorized. Like us.
Okay.
Use your suit to interface with the mines. Disable them.
Alright, you got it, brother. So now we're gonna hack this mine real quick. Oh, fail mode? There we go. Sorry
That should
about
be
that. My
enough.
fingers slipped.
Come on.
Like, even the lighting around these. Pretty awesome. As I was saying earlier, I watched a few videos of the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 version of this, and it ran at below 720p,
Just an energy
and it was
surge.
running at like in between 20 and 28
Gone now.
frames per second. I mean, it very rarely went over 28 frames per second. It was and it looked like a potato. It was super blurry, and it just didn't. It probably wasn't a good gameplay. Oh, I understand. You just destroyed yourself, bro. All right, I'm gonna leave him on the ground and explore a little more. I mean, look at that. That's. I mean, the lighting is just crazy good. Look at that. I mean, for a game that's that was made in 2013, I mean, this looks pretty awesome.
Scanning sector 1 Delta 3.
Oh, walked into a bush, I understand. Oh, let me switch to that. Like, even the things in the distance, there's no jaggies or anything. It just looks awesome. That's one of the best things about playing on PC. I mean, you can eliminate the jaggies. for me, when I play on console and things like that, the one thing that I hate the most is playing in an awesome game that looks visually stunning, and then you walk around a corner and there's like these blatant white jaggies, you know, everywhere. Oh, I understand. There we go. That basically just ruined the realism, you know. I can deal with like low resolution textures and things like that, and you know, the odd just weird out of place geometry sometimes. But you know, when it comes to just looking at something and seeing a whole bunch of jaggies everywhere, I hate that. Okay, let me go to the other side and check out what's going on over there. Oh, the other thing I love about PC is the frame rate. If you've like, I play a lot of Destiny on PlayStation 4 just because PlayStation 4 is the best place to play Destiny, honestly, and it runs at 30 frames a second at a native resolution of 1920 by 1080. But like, you can definitely tell the difference when you go to a game that's playing at 60 frames a second or higher. Now I'm playing, this is over 120 frames a second, but you're not going to be able to tell that. The most you're going to get out of it is 60 frames a second, just because the video is being output at 60 frames a second. That's what it's going to be rendered at, so that's what you're going to be capped to. I don't think that YouTube will actually let us go over that right now. Probably in the future they'll implement it, and then I'll be able to record natively at, you know, 120 frames per second or whatever. Right now I'm running on three, I mean, not in this video, but I run on three 1080p AOC monitors, which they're IPS panels, you know. And good monitors, love playing on them, especially when I play, you know, surround mode. It definitely changes the game. But I'm not going to be able to play anything like this on surround mode. I mean, I'd have to lower the settings, and I'm one of those guys who I would rather play a game at full settings, everything turned up on high, and it bothers me if I can't. Like, if I play a game and and I have to do a compromise, it really bothers me. I like playing at high resolution or high frame rate, and I like to play at ultra settings. That's just me. And that's why I stayed with console for a long time, just because I didn't want to have to compromise and get like a rig that couldn't run anything. Oh, I need to come out of this. I'm dumb. Murder.
Simple. Prick.
But anyways, I'm gonna stop this here and actually go and show you another part. And replay mission. Show you the very first mission. See what that looks like.
Cell 5 LCS, this is Hunter 3. Be advised, we picked up rebel movements through Dome West 33rd Sanitary. Probably nothing, but stay frosty. That son of a bitch you got is hella dangerous, over.
Like I said, the game's absolutely beautiful. Like, this level's particularly demanding just because it has all the, you know, the wind effects and the rain effects and the water effects on the different geometries on the level. I mean, it's amazing that they got this to run on an Xbox 360, even at, you know, below 720p and with potato graphics. I mean, to get it to even resemble what we're seeing right now on an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3. I mean, they must have did magic. I don't know how they did it.
Romeo 1, Romeo Actual. Hardware extraction is a go. Bring it home.
And I think it's crazy because, like, on this game, the cutscenes a lot of times don't look as good as the actual game itself once you get into it and start playing. Now, this is a cutscene, but it was all, I believe it was all rendered real-time inside of the in-engine. They just copied it over in the video just so I guess people could see what the game would look like if they're playing on, I guess, maybe a lower spec PC. And of course, there's always that one guy who's got to go up and check things out. Murder.
Whoa, easy! Friendlies! You remember friendlies?
Psycho. Where's your nanosuit?
Where's your nanosuit?
Cell skinned me. Skinned us all.
Just casually helps him up after choking the life out of him.
It's all about that suit now.
Now we're not going to play too far into this part because I don't want to ruin the story for everybody, but I just wanted to show you, like I said, the water effects and everything, and show you what it looks like.
Here, take my backup.
Donka?
Dave, 3 to come out. Keep low.
I mean, like, the water on the deck, I mean, it's crazy. Like, look how much is going on right now.
Move! Dave, Bandit, make the diversion. Prophet, let's go.
Alright, bro, I'm following you.
Romeo Actual, this is Romeo 1. Initiating burnout, over.
Copy that, Romeo 1.
We've got to get you in there, inside the dome. There's a war starting.
The Alpha Ceph?
No. Remember those guys who shot you for the K-Bolts in Siberia? The guys who had you in lockdown for God knows how many years. The guys who tore the nanosuit from my flesh. The guys who were going to do the same to you.
This guy is
Sell
ultra bitter if you haven't gathered by the in-game chatter and banter. This guy is just really mad that they took his suit away.
Warning. Nanosuit disembarkation in progress. All non-essential personnel must leave the area.
Cell security AI.
I'll go up here and shoot a couple guys, and then I'll end the video. I just wanted to show you guys basically what it looked like. This kind of reminds me of that one level in Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I should say. Just with a lot more going on. I might actually pick up this in bargain bin for Xbox 360 and just play through it real quick on Xbox 360 just to see what the poor console players had to deal with. I mean, I feel bad for them. Okay, so I need to put the silencer on here. There we go. I do still love playing
straight through the front door.
On my controller, though.
Surprise is going to be our only chance.
I know it's weird. I know
no
that
one's crazy enough to give this a go.
that the keyboard and mouse is far more, you know, accurate and superior, but there's just something about the ease of use of a
QRF teams on standby.
of a controller. Oh, I completely missed.
Laying down suppressive fire!
Suit disembarkation.
Reinforcements.
This is
Call
not
it
a
murder
drill,
one
assholes.
last
Sweep through
person.
the perimeter. Drop anything that moves. Let's go, let's go,
I actually just finished playing some Destiny on PlayStation 4, so I murdered myself. So the thumbsticks just feel weird right now, and the sensitivity, I needed to turn that up. But anyways, I'll just go ahead and end the video there. I appreciate you guys for watching it, and I hope you got a little something out of it as far as info comparing the PC versus the console. I mean, no matter what, no matter how much we fight over which console's better, you know, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, we can all agree that PC is by far and away superior to both. So anyways, once again, thanks for watching. This is Patrick 2256 signing out.